going to make nettle soup today, and I thought, because it's not something most of us don't cook on an everyday basis, so I'll show you the whole process. I cut the nettles yesterday. Here they are, and today actually they are not stingy anymore. So I'll take the leaves. Okay, they are now washed. I have to say they are a little bit stingy still, so if you want to try this out, then best is wear something protection for the hands, some gloves or something like that. And yeah, so I could cut them and then I'm going to cook it. So everything is now washed and cut, and so I cook it with ghee. I have about 1.5 tablespoons, you'll see, in the pot. I empty this little container out. You can also use oil, but I use ghee also because it is a little cooling, and I think that the nettles, in their qualities, because they are stinging, so some heat is in them as well, and then it helps, at least for me, to cool. All leafy greens, that's the word. All leafy greens, they create some heat in the body. That's why I use ghee, and then I'll make it with cumin seeds. Yeah, so we'll put cumin seeds in. It's now hot enough for this, maybe 1/2 teaspoon. And I also add 1/2 teaspoon of fennel, a little less than the cumin seeds. And I add some turmeric, not much, less, 1/4 teaspoon. Always work fast with the tempering so it doesn't burn. And I also add some curry leaves, a couple of curry leaves, because they are just such a good addition to taste, and they are very fragrant, so they really make you hungry. As soon as you start cooking with them, they make you hungry. So I'll add an onion. You can also replace the onion, use some hing. I use an onion I cook it like I do the spinach, and I also use an onion with the spinach, not all the time, but most of the time. So I turn it on low so that the onion sautés and it's not burning. And then in the meantime, I heat up some water. Always work with hot water when you top up, so that the cooking process is not disturbed. So until the onions are translucent, until they're soft, that's how long you cook it slowly. It's still a little hard. Okay, so now I add the nettles. They will, like spinach does. So you mix it properly. So now they're wilted down, just a minute or two it takes. Then now I'll add the water, some boiling water. Turn the heat all the way down, add the water slowly so you don't get these splatters from the hot fat. And then I let it boil now for however long it takes. I would assume maybe 5-10 minutes. I'll add as well some salt. Not so much salt. The nettles, they have in their taste, in their own taste, they have some saltiness in them. So I add only a little bit. Maybe 1/8 of a teaspoon, and then I'll see afterwards. If I feel it needs a little more, then I can always add something, and some pepper as well. So when I researched the qualities and the benefits of the nettles, I read as well that the sting actually, although we don't like it, but it is quite good for circulation around the joints especially, and that nettles also in the past have been used as for arthritis from the outside, so wraps and from with arthritis. And also that the Roman soldiers, they say the word is missing. They were still not there I can use a different word, which is not correct. Applying the leaves, wrapping the leaves of their skin so that they get warm. So I think that creates or requires quite a little bit of bravery to do that on the whole body. So I'll put a lid on, and then I let that simmer for another few more minutes. I also add a little bit of ginger, grated ginger, 1 teaspoon. In the meantime, I researched the word that I meant. So they rub the Roman soldiers. They rub the leaves on their skin to become warm. Yeah, to beat the cold. So this I have boiled it now for probably 5 minutes, and leaves are soft. So that's it now. The only thing that is now left is to blend it, puree it all together. I think that's nicer than keeping it in this consistency. If you're worried about the sting, as soon as they come into hot water, there is no stinging of the hair that the nettles have, so they are safe to eat when they are cooked in with hot water. Okay, let me check if I have coriander in the fridge, because this goes well, but I don't have any. No coriander. Not to worry. So you could put coriander in. I think you can also mix it with spinach or kale. I don't mix it today because I just want to see how the nettle tastes on its own. But combining leafy greens is always a good way. And you can also add a potato to bulk it up. So that's what I do sometimes with spinach soup. Okay, good. So it has a nice, lovely green color. I saw some recipes which suggested to add cream, even Ayurveda recipes that suggested to add cream, but for me it is not. I don't like this the greens and the cream together, so I keep it as it is, and that's it. Now I'm going to eat it, and I'm sure it will taste really nice and yummy, and all the goodness of the nettles, they come in all their forms. Okay, try it out, let me know how you get on with it, and enjoy. Bye bye.